talk about Gytis, because that would have been the other guy that I probably would have slid in here. And you mentioned it briefly, but we didn't really talk much about him. Gytis is a guy that over the first few weeks of practice, we heard some really strong feedback coming from inside the program saying, like, this might be the best player on our team right now that not named Desmond Claude. He's doing a lot of things well. He's experienced. He's tough. And then over the course of the next month plus, it seemed like Gytis started to fade on the depth chart a little bit as some of the other guys that were younger and more inexperienced, and namely Lazar Djokovic, started doing more things and understanding more of what he was supposed to be doing and started competing at a higher level. All of a sudden, I think it was pretty clear, and Sean Miller has said as much, that they were planning to start Lazar Djokovic at the 4 spot, and Gytis was going to come off the bench. Now, Lazar broke the bone in his hand. He wasn't able to do that. And Gytis has been their starter so far and really logging a lot of minutes at the forward spot. Paul, I think he's played admirably. Like, I think he's exactly who we thought he was, who we thought he'd be over those first few weeks of the preseason, when it just seemed like he was solid. Like, he's where he's supposed to be. He rebounds hard. He defends enough, even though he's not very quick laterally. He plays with a physical edge to him, and he can knock down the occasional shot, even if the next 2 shots he takes are going to be hideous looking bricks.
God, yeah. It was 2 for 5 from 3 last night. No, I agree. The way that he plays is just a hard-nosed style where he's in the right spot at the right time. He is, like you said, he is where he needs to be. And that's just because he's not lighting up the stat sheet. Granted, he did have a double-double in his first game. But just because he's not pouring in 25 points, or because he's not, dishing 9 assists or whatever it might be, he's just doing the little things. And you need a guy like that. On a team like this, you need a guy like that desperately. And he is that guy. And through 3 games, he's exactly who we thought he'd be. And that's good to see that it translated from the preseason now to this 3 games in. It's been the same. It's basically been the same, at least effort-wise. It's been the same thing in all 3 games.
That's exactly what I was just going to say. He doesn't change it at all either. He's not bothered by Mackie Arena or who the opponent is. It's like he just has a one-track mind. He does what he does. And it's like he's, again, not a huge upside guy. Probably not a guy that's going to have any 18-point games or anything like that. But he can get you 10 and 6. And he does that pretty regularly. And he plays with just a level of toughness that I think the staff really appreciates. And I think his teammates have come to appreciate as well.